Hey guys, it's Dani, and today I am back with some more food for thought. And what I want to talk about today is the paradox of great health and weight loss, because there is a paradox. And here's what that paradox is. In order to truly be in great health, or to reach your health goals, or to reach your weight loss goals, the body needs to be in a state of relaxation and ease and pleasure. But so many of us attempt these goals by doing strategies or using strategies that in and of themselves stress us out. It's the paradox. Now, let me just differentiate here. There's definitely two different types of stress that I am referring to, right? There is stress like stress from a really hard workout, or moving towards a brand new goal, or trying something you've never done before and having to figure it out. And all of those things can feel stressful at times, but that is what I would refer to as good stress, right? It's stress that moves us towards a goal. It's stress that grows us and expands us and moves us forward. That, my friends, is not the kind of stress that I am talking about. I am talking about that underlying, ongoing, chronic state of stress that comes from worrying, doubting, having a negative loop in our mind. It's that little nagging underlying stressor that tends to be in the background or around the corner at most times. And I know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Constantly obsessing over your diet, worrying about every little bite of food you're gonna eat or that you didn't eat, having a judgmental or a critical loop in your mind all of the time, judging and shaming what you're eating rather than observing and learning and moving forward, right? All of those things are very stressful. And oftentimes when somebody is trying to reach a health goal or a weight loss goals, those are all things that are taking place which are completely counterproductive to achieving the goal. So I want you to notice for yourself if any of that is true for you. Is there anything that you're doing that in and of itself feels stressful to you? And if so, can you pull back a little bit and reevaluate what's going on, right? What your goals are and how you're going about achieving them. Like, I know for myself, when I really started to first grasp this idea, I was pregnant with my daughter, so she was my first pregnancy, and I was studying at the Institute of the Psychology of Eating with the founder, who was the teacher at the time, I think he still is, Mark David, who is amazing. And he used to talk a lot about relaxation and weight loss and how they have to happen together, because in order for the body to do any type of healing, it needs to be in a relaxation state. And weight loss is actually considered a form of healing. The body is letting go, right? So I really started to think about it for myself, and I just started to notice and investigate, how I was with food. And what I realized is that I was doing a lot of stressing and obsessing over what I was eating. So I decided that I was going to start to loosen the reins a bit. And so what I did is I gave myself a little more permission to eat what I really wanted to eat when I really wanted to eat it. I also stopped trying to eat around what I really wanted, which would often lead to overeating anyway, because I would try to avoid eating the high calorie donut, and then in turn I'd try something else and then end up eating the donut anyway. And then I also had to agree with myself that doing these things was okay. I had to kind of say, like, this really is okay. Now, I know what some of you guys are thinking, because I did the same thing. You're thinking, Dani, if I give myself permission to eat whatever I want, I am going to eat donuts and cookies and ice cream, and I am definitely going to gain all of the weight that I'm trying to lose. And while that might be true for a very short period of time at the beginning, the truth of the matter is that while the body might sometimes want donuts and cookies and ice cream, what the body really wants is to be nourished. And when we can tune into that and connect to that and learn to really listen to our bodies, you see that. I mean, I was really surprised to find out for myself that I wanted to drink smoothies. I wanted to eat kale. I wanted to eat quinoa most of the time. My body actually wanted those foods. And what I found was that when I ceased fire in my mind, when I stopped struggling in my mind all the time, that there was less charge around the food, right? Like an apple was an apple and a cookie was a cookie. It's not good, it's not bad, there's no moral decision based around it. Food just becomes food. And when I was listening more to my body, I found that most of the time my body would choose nourishing food. What I want to invite you to do is notice. Do any of the strategies that you are using to reach a personal health goal or a weight loss goal, are any of those strategies in and of themselves stressful? Is your strategy stressing you out? So just start there and just take some time to notice. Eavesdrop on your own mind. Observe your own habits. Just kind of be curious and see what's going on. And should you find something going on, like you're obsessing over everything you eat, or you're talking in a negative, mean, critical way in your head all the time, or you are trying so hard to be perfect, or any of those types of behaviors, I want you to ask yourself, is this behavior really serving me? Is this behavior really moving me towards my goal, or is it exactly what's keeping me stuck where I am, or even worse yet, maybe pulling me backwards? Sit down with you and yourself and have a conversation. This is why I love journals so much, you know? Ask yourself, hey, me, what would it take to soften up around this habit? What would it take for me to maybe let go of this behavior? Do I really need to hold on to it? Is there another way? You know, get curious with yourself and then conversate with yourself, because I promise you, you have all the answers right up inside of you, just like I have them inside of me. We just all have to get on board and own it, believe it. The answers are right here. So stop looking out there. Come back home, my friends. As always, I want to hear from you. Come on down into the comments below and let's chat. Share with me. Does any of this resonate with you? Do you have anything to add to the conversation? Do you have any questions for me? Comments? I love hearing from you. So let's do that down below. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I am Dani Spies and I will see you soon with some more food for thought. And just start to notice. Eavesdrop. Is it ease or eaves?
Eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop, right?